Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dapper. I play professional Valorant for Sentinels. I usually only play Cypher on my team, but I usually play any agent on stream and for like ranked and stuff. And since a lot of you guys ask me how to do like a jump peek that I do a lot, I figured, I just knock it out. I didn't want this video to be long, so I think this is pretty simple actually to execute once you get some practice on it. So I'll just let you know, pretty much there's only two types of jump peeks, like a wider jump peek and then like a narrow one. It's pretty much how I call it. And I'll show you how to execute both of them, and hopefully yeah, you guys can learn with me and step up your game with it. So to start off, you want to just do the wider jump peek since it's the easier one to do out of the two. And what you need to do is you need to find a wall. It could be a right side wall, so like one that like you have a right side angle or right eye peek on. You could do it with a left too. Usually if you're a right-handed person, or just like usually in general with these types of FPS games, with CSGO and Valorant both, they're both kind of like, at least for me as a CS player, right side peeks are way easier, and then same with the movement. So right sided walls are way easier for me personally. I could still do a left side jump peek, but it's slightly more clunky, definitely not as tight as my right side one. So ideally a right side wall to learn on for the first time. I think most people will be comfortable with the right side one. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to be pretty close to the corner while you set up to it. You need to have full momentum while you're running. You can do it with your gun out. It's a little more slow. So ideally with your knife, just so you have more momentum or more acceleration. I don't know like the right word I'd use for it, just more speed to it. You want to line up close to the wall. You want to have your crosshair close to the corner of where you're strafing, and then after you jump, you want to move your crosshair, your mouse, the way that you strafe. So like when you first jump, you want to move your mouse to the right, and when you go back, you want to move it to the left. It's pretty quick, so you have to practice obviously. And then while you do that, you want to hit D. So like when you first jump, you want to hit D, move your mouse like this, so the movement's literally like this. And then you want to bring it right back really quick. You want to hit A and S. This is the difference between if you guys played CS and how you used to do this. You usually only use your strafe keys, A and D. But in Valorant, you want to add S to get back. I think that might where people might stumble. So you start off the wall, you get full speed, go move your mouse to the right, hit D. Then you want to bring it back with A and S, and move your mouse to the left as well. And that's literally it. You don't have to move your mouse that much. I might have exaggerated a little bit, but whatever you're comfortable with, you definitely do have to have some mouse movement in there. So yeah, this is pretty much a jump peek. This is the widest jump peek that you could do. You could see pretty much like, you see how I see all of B main here. It gets you the most info, but obviously it exposes you the most too. So usually what you'd like to do in an actual like match setting or a game setting is you would start off doing this type of jump peek until you see somebody, right? So you get the most info until you get spotted doing it. And then once you get spotted or you see someone here, you want to start doing a more narrow jump peek that is way harder to shoot you. So how to do that is pretty much the same exact motion. You're doing the same exact move, but what you're doing is you're controlling your movement closer to the wall, so less of your body is seen. Actually, for the most part, you don't even want to see the enemy that you're peeking. What you're going to be doing is you're going to try to bait his shot to get info for you. So this is like a high level. What I like to do is I'll literally jump peek like this, very narrow. And then the idea behind it is that I don't even need to see the person, or like maybe I'll see like a foot or something. But what will happen is that they'll just end up shooting me, try to shoot me. And that in turn will give me the info that there's still somebody there. And then it's still a very hard shot, because at the end of the day, the only thing it's showing is like my right foot and my right arm, which is a very hard shot. Even for an opper, it's very hard. This is also a way better jump peek if you think they'll try to op you, is you could hit them like this, and like maybe like a Y peek, or just pretty much any combination of a jump peek and then some type of peek wide. Because what people have to do to counter the narrow peek, right, is hold very close to the wall and try to shoot you like this, right? They have to hold very close, high up, and if you're lucky, I mean, I'm gonna say the word luck because you don't really know. You don't know how many are there. But if you read them right and there's only one person there, you could jump peek, and then you have a very good chance of winning a 1v1 duel. In my opinion, it's a very big advantage of why peeking into a person that they're not really ready for you to swing out. So yeah, between that's pretty much the only good movement I have to like really step up your game. If you add this into your gameplay, I genuinely think anybody would get better learning this at all aspects. You could be a really low rank, but if you learn this and you learn situations where this is really powerful, in particular jiggling an opper, I know a lot of people view that the op is really strong in this game without question, it definitely is. But using movement like this and getting info that they're there and then using utility or calling for your teammates to help you push the opper off is definitely a really good way to avoid unnecessary deaths to it.